Ladies and gents, it's my pleasure now to introduce here Mr. Karim Rashid.
If you design today, your intent should be to speak about 2015. And if you design today, you will shape the future, because that's what design does. If I design a bottle with a built-in filter in it that I can run around the world in 116 countries and fill it up with tap water and I won't get sick, that object is relevant to today. The polymer I used, which is a PLA biodegradable polymer, is relevant to today because we didn't have that polymer 10 years ago. It's a democratic object, meaning it's relevant to today because I believe that design is about the majority, not about an elite, few select critics or museums. Who cares about a museum? You know what I would say about myself? You know what my museum is? I'm in New Jersey in some suburban house where people that believe they don't know anything about design, I walk in, I go, oh, I designed that, I designed that, and I designed that. That's my museum. Because that's what design is. Design, like the original agenda, was a democratic act. It was a social act, it was an economic act, it's even a political act. And, let's not forget, it's a creative act. The 3D world you live in was designed in 2D. So, the 3D world we're designing, I'm designing in 3D is going to give me the 4D world. And what's the fourth dimension? Time. And what is time in relationship to human beings? Human experience. Because watch, as I say these words, now they're gone. As I walk across the stage, it's over. It's fleeting. I can't. It's intangible and it's fleeting. So time is experience. My experience here now in Bucharest is my time here. So, if I design in 3D, what am I going to shape? A 4D world, which means I'm going to shape a very experiential world. That's what I'm going to create. So 2D gave us 3D, 3D is going to give us 4D. That fourth dimensional world will be an amazing world because it heightens our experiences. In this analog age, as I said before, the machine controls. So mass production was, right? All of a sudden, I don't know how many, it's a crazy number, 100 million water bottles, plastic bottles a day out in the world. Do you know before 1986, it was unheard of, the idea of walking around drinking out of a bottle? Isn't that kind of amazing? And Evian, it was a marketing ploy. Just like Santa Claus came from Coca-Cola. Just like pink and blue came from Benjamin Moore paints. Do you know that? In 1928, they wanted to sell more paint colors, so they decided to go to hospitals and play this game that pink is for girls and blue is for boys. And before that, there was one color for both. And guess what it was? It was pink. All of a sudden, oh, let's sell paint. We are stupid human beings. I'm not going to tell my daughter, 2.5, to believe in a product of Coca-Cola. So, in this age, it's all myth too. Because when we saw a bunch of stars in the sky and started to believe they were gods, we didn't know any better. So the analog age was full of myth, fake, trompe l'oeil, fake. I make plastic look like wood. I make stone look like marble. It's fake. In this world, we created a toxic world. Because what we call wood today, around the world, the majority of it is MDF, and MDF is full of toxic glues that are cancerogenic. So when someone says to me, oh, your work doesn't look very ecological, but that wood interior over there does, stupidity. So this world is toxic, and this world is not. Because there's a responsibility here by us to make sure it's not. Thank you, everybody.